I'm T.C.A. Achintya. I live in the Stadium Road. I think it's called Cavalier Court. It's a set of Shamrock apartments on Stadium Road. This is a somewhat early model Dinago, which meant because it's a few years out of date, it was a little cheaper at the bike shop. I think it's called a Commute. Yes, it's the Dinago Commute. Honestly, it's really good at sort of being able to get around town on my own schedule. I use it both for some exercise, sort of cycling around my neighborhood when the weather is nice, but primarily just to sort of get me from point A to point B. Get to my office, get to my classes, get to different parts of the city without being sort of as bound by the city's bus schedule, which means I have a lot more flexibility. Honestly, the nicest part is just being able to sort of go seriously fast on some streets. It gets up to what, 28 miles or so, especially if you're going downhill. The nice thing about it being hilly is you can really clock some speed going downhill at some points, and no, it's a lot of fun, especially if it's like a little cool. uh, Honestly, even if it's a little hot, it's nice having the breeze, but when it's like there's just a little cold, there's something really nice about being sort of just having the wind hard at your face. Oh yeah, I'd say it's changed my life a fair bit. I think the biggest change is, like today's meeting. If before I had this bike, I would have had to say, okay, what's the best bus? Maybe I'll be taking the trolley. Look at the app and sort of try to time it. You typically, I had to give as much as like an hour of my time before I could say, yeah, if I have to get there by 4, maybe I should head out of my apartment by like 3, depending on where the bus is. Now I can sort of hop on my bike at 3:30, 3:45. As long as I have a sense of traffic, I can get there pretty quickly. So it's made a huge difference. And it's opened up Charlottesville. Without the bike, being able to go up to Belmont or even come downtown was a much, it was a bigger hike. Now it's just I can hop on. I know there's going to be some place I can tie it up, and it's much easier to get stuff, do shopping, come over, that sort of thing. So I didn't really ride around Charlottesville that much. I used to bike a lot in India. Bikes are expensive in the US. And it, Charlottesville is very hilly, which means getting an unpowered bike was not really my cup of tea. It's a lot of work, and you really don't want to show up sweating madly to places. Uh, but e-bikes were completely outside, what I could have afforded without it. This one was about 1,200 or so dollars without the voucher, and that's not something I could have sort of dropped just for something to get around town. So I was making do with just taking the bus everywhere. Oh, absolutely. I've been telling everybody I can talk to, like, are you on it? You should be. No, I'm telling everybody who's eligible that they should sign up, because it's it costs you nothing, and I'm not saying you have to get the most expensive bike at the racks, but like this one, being able to get a bike for $200 is a huge game changer. So yeah, if you're a resident, you absolutely need to be putting your email down for this.